All right, here we go, guys. Welcome, everyone. No intro. We're just jamming, okay? We're going right with it. Intro sucks for people watching afterwards. We are going to talk about why is it so hard for one-up to make extra large calves,
No one's
because
talked
that
about this.
topic is so engaging and interesting. You know, here's the funny thing, Kev, is, but we'll get into the topics in a second, guys. Somebody wrote earlier, oh, Rex, all he does is one-ups.
Yeah, I saw that.
One-up. When is he going to stop doing one-up content? It's like, but these guys love Mike B and all these 19K that all they do is one-up content. Every video. It's like, go look at my last 20 production videos. Almost none of them have anything to do with one-up. But I'm the one who needs one-up content. Yeah, that's me. I'm the one who needs it.
Sorry, Paul. Come back next week. We'll talk about one-up in a good way.
We'll talk about what's next for one-up and why they can't build extra large cabs.
Extra large cabinets. You'll be so happy.
What's up, gamer? Video gamers. Kev, question for you.
Yeah.
When was the awakening for you, or the aha moment where you said, I don't want to do one-ups anymore. I don't care about these things. These things are junk. Yeah. Did you have that awakening at some point? And do you recall what it was?
Yeah, I think it was you. You said something that really stuck with me because I wasn't aware of it. And you said, listen, and this was when my room was full of them. I had like 5 more in here. I couldn't move. And you said, yo, check your arcade one-ups. If they have dust on them and you haven't turned them on in 3 to 6 months, get rid of them. And I literally looked around. I had dust on my jam. It was like that thick. And I'm like, he's right. It's time. Why are they here? So I sold every one. I just have these 2 behind me plus my crappy Street Fighter mod. I sold 5 of them.
I think people all have a different time of when they said, this is just stupid. I'm done with it. And it could be in the price levels. Spellgood's right. Could be the price. Yeah, could have been anything. But I'm going to show you what it was for me. When he got his first at games, that could be it.
Totally, man. Because you don't need anything else.
Yeah. I'm going to show you what it was for me. All
right,
let's see. You ready? This is when I said, okay, this product isn't for me. Okay, let's take a look. We got to go way back to the Wayback Machine. Okay, for this one, guys. All right, let's take a look. Can you see this?
Is that cool? That looks like Cool Toy.
That looks like Cool Toy. When this happened, I said, okay, I don't want these. Here we go.
Coming in at over 6 feet tall and often weighing over 400 pounds, these scaled-down machines offer a far more convenient option for an arcade enthusiast.
I remember
Coming in at only a mere 63 pounds and a height of 46 inches, adults can play these machines comfortably while seated in a chair.
Up his stairs, and I went, all right. I was like, that's it.
Do you know that to this day because full disclosure, chat, me and Cool Toy got into this little argument back in the day when he made that video. When he carried that up, Rexer, that made me so angry. I'm like, who's going to move this around? But we have since patched things up. Cool Toy's a cool dude. We worked it out. But I think at the time, I thought everybody was shilling these things because they weren't calling it out. And then I see him running a one-up up and downstairs. It made me so mad.
I was like, this is an arcade? You want me to play on this thing and buy this?
Yeah.
I was like, are you kidding me right now with this?
But I remember that to this day. That was the funniest thing I've seen. Well, you have to remember too, Rexer, people were trying to differentiate their arcade one-up videos. Nobody ran a one-up up a flight of stairs but Doug at that time. So he was like, I'm going to do it.
He had the one-ups in the street too in this video. I was watching it. He put him in the middle of the street and was filming
remember that.
Oh, God. Ralph was putting them in the desert and like
Ralph was in
drones.
the desert. He was at he threw one in a pool, I think, in at games. Everybody was doing crazy stuff just to get their video differentiated.
Doug is a great guy.
I've come around. I think Doug is awesome, but that irked me when he ran that thing up the steps, and I was like, "What are you doing?" I was so mad at him.
Look at Mikey. Everyone gets to that, and we're going to talk about
this is someone's awakening.
Somebody's awakening. One of the biggest arcade one-up fanboys there is.
Yeah.
And we're gonna look at his awakening and see what it is. Go ahead, Kev.
We got a Twisted Chris 499. He says, I came to the realization when I thought of the price, and I was like, these are junk. Only my real well, I think Twisted had his real arcades before Arcade One-Up.
See, I would have said Twisted Chris's awakening was when he got the KI and just said, I can't do this anymore.
Oh, yeah.
When he got the KI for free. and was like, I can't even be bought at this point. He's like, I don't even know what to tell you. These things aren't worth being bought.
Yeah.
You know, but thank you, Twisted Chris. And then the one time he put like he put the golden tee next to his real golden tee.
I saw that.
He did something.
Yeah.
He put it, and he was just
Chris has a real golden tee, and he put the one up next to it, and I was like, "Don't do that." That's hilarious. But if you think about it, though, when he got that KI, right, there was a chance that they nailed it. Chris didn't know. He thought John Deese told him, "You're going to be the first to look at it. You know KI." How did Chris know that they would have been just another botch job? You know what I mean?
Look at Mr. Jameson having 2 full-size real arcades in one. That's all we need. We've been saying that for a while.
I woke up 2-3 years ago to that very statement. Yeah, it's
having
just
a wall filled is just, I only have a few in the house, and I have too many. Okay, granted they're different and all have a purpose, but all my other ones are just thrown in the garage. The real ones are in the garage. And thank you, Papa Brad. The number one Arcade 1UP channel is streaming, and we are talking about Arcade 1UP content. But feel free to tell us what your awakening was in the chat. Maybe you haven't gotten there yet, and you're watching this stream and going, "It's getting closer."
Maybe they'll have one after they say Corner Cave. They'll never have an awakening.
Corner Cave, get that awakening. All right. Here's the video, guys. We're going to watch a video by a gentleman named Galaga Guy.
88.
Just some history on Galaga Guy. Very big 1UP loyalist fanboy. There's no doubting it. He wouldn't doubt it. He would say he is. He loves them. Loved them. Let me say maybe past tense at this point. We don't.
Spoiler.
Yeah, maybe a spoiler, right? We'll see what he has to say out of his own words. Now remember, guys, I'm just taking his words and I'm showing you what he said. Okay. To be upfront, Galaga's no fan of mine. I don't think I'm no fan of his. I don't know. He's been around. Seems like a good community member.
Yeah.
But there's been some things. There's been some people he's backed and been with that I don't agree with. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So let's start though with this part of the video, guys, because this is funny. He came on and said something that was completely wrong. He gave people horrible information about this one subject, and he got the information from 19K Fox. Let's take a listen. Let's see what he had to say.
A big issue I've had is getting things through the door. I actually had a Galaga cab all lined up. I was ready to hit the button to pay, and I thought, I'll take some advice that I got from other people and really measure everything.
Yeah.
And it turned out, if I would have bought that, it would have gotten to my front door and not been able to get into my basement. So I'm glad that.
Well, that's you always want to measure, and you always want to measure your doors and see if you can get them through the door.
Yeah.
But let's listen a little bit more.
Didn't go through with that. That didn't happen. Got some great advice on it, so I'm so happy and glad for those people. 19K Fox. Shout out to you. Thank you for helping me through that one.
Whoa, 19K. You may want to backtrack on this advice that you gave him. Just for after we look at the facts here. Hold on. Let's keep going and see what else he had to say about the door and getting a full-size Galaga through the door. Let's see.
Pretty small door. It's about 28 inches wide.
Mm-hmm.
So in most arcades, especially if you look up Galaga and things, it's going for about it goes about 31 inches wide.
Whoa! What? A Galaga? Let me hear that again. How wide is a Galaga? 19K? How wide did you tell
31 inches wide.
Whoa! One more time. So one more time, because you got
about it goes about 31 inches wide, and even deeper than that. So to get something like a Galaga cab in here, it's literally impossible. And my other door upstairs is about the same size.
It's impossible to get a Galaga through a 27-inch door. But the funny thing is, is a Galaga is 24 and a half inches wide. It's 24 and a half inches wide.
Yeah. I have a small door as well, and my cyberball went right through it. And it was what you just said, Rexer. I think I measured it earlier, and it was not 31.
So his door is 27. A Galaga is only 24 and a half inches wide. Where's my marquee? I got a marquee. What did I do with it, Kev? Oh, I didn't.
I didn't see you bring it. Did you bring it over?
Oh, I thought I brought it up. Anyway, maybe I forgot to bring it up. I had a Galaga marquee or a Pac-Man marquee. They're only 20. They're 23 inches, and then you add the wood on the side. It's 24 and a half. Nintendos are even shorter, and you can get not almost any arcade. You can get the majority of arcades through your doors, through a 27-inch door, okay?
Yeah.
So, sorry to inform you, 19K and Galaga guy, you're way, way off, okay?
Exactly.
And thank you, Stringer, $2. If it can't give you a hernia, you don't want it. And we'll get into that in a little bit. Okay,
that's funny.
Yeah, most arcades 26 or less. You know.
Yes, I think that's what my Cyberball is.
You know what your
26.
midways are? Your midways are less than 27 inches if you take off the control panel and get rid of that extra inch and a half on the. So you can even get a midway through a 31-inch door easy because they're only about 28, I think, wide. And I'm talking of Mortal Kombat. I mean, Golden Tee Gold fit anywhere. That's right. You know, that's exactly right. Twisted. So, you know, we just want to dispel some myths here. You know, first, they're too heavy. Yes, we know they're heavy, you know, but he'll dispel this myth himself that they don't fit through doors. Yes, they do. Are they hard to move, guys? Yes. They're hard to move, and it takes time. I am in a loft, and I got these bad boys up here, up the stairs, you know. So even a pinball machine is heavy as hell. Got it up the stairs, though, you know. And I'm not worrying about it anymore because they're locked in. Yeah. So, all right, Kev, you want to say something? It sounds.
No, I was going to say most arcades have to fit through doors. I mean, where do they think you're putting them?
Yeah.
You know, it's not a showroom.
Some arcades and some buildings and some bars. You know, I mean,
it's a regular door.
Not all of them have double doors. And
exactly.
So.
I mean, a lot of places I went to growing up, it was like just a door. You walked in and they were all there.
Yeah, and we'll get into this, Papa Brad. They don't move when you play. All right.
Yeah. All right.
So, you know, go. You guys got to try using Google next time, okay? You know, 19K. Just Google it, man. Just Google it, Galaga guy. Maybe the guy was selling you a Galaga that wasn't a real Galaga.
Yeah, I wonder.
Know. Maybe he built it himself. But all right. Anyway, let's take a look at the rest of the video, okay? And we'll talk about here how the hugest. We'll just listen to what the biggest loyalist and one-up fanboy has to say about a purchase that he made. That wasn't a one-up.
There's a reason why he's waking up.
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what I'm just gonna play the video. We'll talk about it as we go.
Man, people would complain about the arcade one-up buttons and sticks. That's what they do. Oh, these are junk. These are junk. You guys need to get better arcade sticks and buttons. And I was always like, they're not really that bad. Like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you said that because you were a fanboy and diehard, and you wanted to defend them at all costs.
You know,
exactly.
Yeah, they have their issues, but after playing on this, I'm like, dude, those buttons do suck. They're terrible. This is amazing. Like, I play so much better. I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom on it just to test it out, and it has been so much better. Way easier to do moves on it.
What?
You don't say.
Are you kidding me? You don't say, guys. What? Wow. I would have never thought that because I always thought that they were playable and acceptable and doable.
We were lying all these years, Rexer. We were lying to him, and then one day he figured out we weren't lying.
They come around eventually, Mikey. Eventually, they gotta come around. Let's see what else he has to say. Let's go. Let's play more.
Things just flow a lot easier. I feel like I'm pressing buttons that have a little bit of this smoothness to them. Like, this is so much better.
Wow, it's so much better. I mean,
Rexer, I told you this earlier when I was listening to it. He's so giddy. It's like he touched boob for the first time. He's like, oh my God.
He was so excited. Oh my God, this is amazing playing
this is real boobs instead of the fake boobs.
He's like, I'm playing actual games. He's like, the characters are actually doing the moves that I want.
What I want.
To do. Oh my God.
I can do it with Hadouken.
The revelation.
Look, it's like in real time you're hearing him come alive.
Like having an epiphany. Like, oh my gosh, there's more. There's more, Paul.
Oh my God.
There's more, Gamer Bryce. Hold on. Let's play a little more here. Let's See what else he has to say, Kev. There's guy. I mean,
it's just great. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. It is just so cool. And I feel like for the boiler room, for my collection, like this is the first step in what I would call a real arcade. You know.
What? Wait, you're saying your one-ups aren't a real arcade? You have a room full of one-ups, and now you don't even have a real arcade? This is the first step for him to a real arcade. Kev, what about the 30 one-ups he has behind
He
him?
has like 15 one-ups. And do you notice there's no one-ups here? He put the at games and this next to each other because that's all you need. It's all you need.
Oh, what do you mean it's the first step to a real arcade? You
Now
have one-ups. That's the best real
step-
arcade you can get.
The next,
no, Goofy. We're not.
We're not crushing him, Goofy.
We are happy that he's come to this revelation.
Wait, what names do we call him? What are you talking about?
Other than call him any
he's just a one-up supporter.
He's calling him a fanboy is not a bad word.
Yeah,
and a
he's
loyalist.
a good dude.
He is. Okay, we're not calling him names. We're happy for him that he had this revelation.
We're celebrating him, to be honest.
We've took heat from him for years, and he's vindicating us. I'm so happy he's vindicating me with this. So,
well, he needs to apologize and say you were right for 5 years of saying it. And he never believed you.
More. I was able to get something that you can fit through doors. It's heavy. This thing.
So let me back it up here. He says for $100 more, and he's comparing it to some of his one-ups.
Step in what I would call a real arcade. You know.
So let's listen to the
for $100 more. I was able to get something that you can fit through doors. It's heavy. This thing is heavy. It is made of actual like steel. It feels great. I mean, it's not rocking while I'm trying to play it. It has actual buttons and sticks. It is such a big upgrade compared to what you get with Arcade 1-Up. Not that I'm dogging on Arcade 1-Up. I'm just saying.
Wait a second. It sounds like you are dogging on him. What do you mean you're not?
No. You can't say all that and then say I'm not dogging 1-Up. You are literally dogging 1-Up for their quality for only $100 more. You just said it.
Stringer, I did check my text, and I was the story of Galaga's being 24 and a half inches wide. It was corroborated, correct, Stringer? Because you own one. So he happened to measure it while we were on stream.
There you go.
So, thank you very much.
Go buy one if you want one.
Yeah, you'll get it through that door.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going. What else do you have to say here? So, I mean, he didn't bash 1-Up at all.
Be on the lookout. And sometimes, you think this is your only option. You've got Arcade 1-Up. You've got...
for years it was your only option. Now you have other options? Is this the first time a Vuelix or Chulix was made in the year 2024? I mean, come on.
At games, like that's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah,
but,
just at games and 1-Up. There's no DIY kits. There's no real arcades out there. There's
Game
no
room
candy cabs. There's no. There's nothing else out there. There's only 1-Ups and at games.
Chulex, those are way too expensive. A Chulex, way too expensive. I'm not.
Now this is where we have a problem, Kev. He goes in and says this stuff is too expensive to buy, they do cost more than what he paid because he got a used one.
Yeah.
But look in his room and how much money has he spent on 1-Ups and pinballs that are garbage and all these former 1-Ups and old 1-Ups. It's insane. You cannot say money is a constraint when you have 30 1-Ups lined up behind you and you could have bought a Chulix or a Vuelix for 3 1-Ups, maybe even only 2 1-Ups because you guys mod the hell out of them and spend another $500 on top of a $500 machine to mod it.
Yep. When people say, hey, you paid $4K for your golden tee, I put it in terms they can understand. I said that's about 6 1-Ups. I go, oh, okay, that's not that bad. Yeah, because you don't even know that you're spending that much money.
6 1-Ups.
You're just buying them.
Yeah, and I want to go back, guys, to not this one. Where did I already remove it? Let's see. I don't know which. Yeah, let's try this one. Hold on.
A big issue.
What? Look at this modded 1-Up here.
Yeah.
He he completely converted this one up here, this Gen 1 Miss Pac-Man, probably cost him $1,000 when he added this real marquee, changed the hardware, probably the monitor, the sticks and the buttons, the speakers, the trim mold. I mean, don't say they're too expensive when you spend thousands and thousands of dollars on one-ups and line them up. You cannot use that argument anymore. Okay, so you can't use you can't use they don't fit through doors, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We can't use that. We can't use they're too expensive anymore. All right, so we're starting to dispel all these myths.
Yeah.
Especially when you go on Marketplace, like he says,
Yeah, and he got a good deal too. So, but that was the other thing. The deals aren't out there. They're out there. You just have to look for them.
You just have to look and be patient. We've said that for years. All right, let's go on. There's more. I didn't think there was this much. But...
The Unico cab that's coming out. Cool looking thing. It's pretty awesome. At $1,200, that's what kind of kept me away from it. With this, I don't need a Unico cab.
You don't need a Unico.
You don't need a Unico.
But guess what else you don't need?
Anything else. All of it. Get it all.
The 500 one-ups you have behind you now you don't need.
Yeah.
You don't need any of them. Stringer Films, $2. FYI, I paid $200 for that OG Galaga. Nice. See, the deals are out there.
Wow.
But this is the point. Now that you have an awesome Vuelix, right, which is great, you're not wrong. You're right. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You have welcome to the, real arcade and gaming club.
Yes.
And now you don't need that Burger Time anymore with the wrong joysticks in it. You don't need any of those Street Fighters anymore that you have. The Marvel vs. Capcom. You don't need any of those beat 'em ups or shmups anymore because you have a Vuelix now. They can all go bye-bye. Yes. You don't need any of it.
You can get his basement back.
You save your Star Wars, maybe your Tron, and a trackball, and your at games. And you got a trackball, and you're done.
Yeah,
you're done.
That's it. Exactly. And he's got his pinball there. So he's got his pinball. He doesn't need anything else.
Yeah. Play with better controls, better emulation, better everything.
Yes.
He's got more, guys. I know. And thank you, Stringer. There's more, I think, to this. I don't know why my video, it looks like it's really long. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens here.
And I believe this is way, way better than a Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Whoa! There it is.
That's not saying much if he's comparing it to that.
It's way better than a Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And I wanted to go back to the one part. Did I miss the part?
Of actual steel. It feels great. Wait. I mean, it's not rocking while I'm trying to play it.
It's not rocking now. Who has said that for years, that you don't want to play games in arcades that are rocking? Who has said that for years?
Remember that video I think OTG made when he was playing KI, whatever? It was just
it was shaking. He played the first KI, and then he played the KI Pro, and the KI Pro was shaking worse than the regular one.
Pro was
That's how bad it was. That's how bad it was. So you have these things suck. They're shaking. The controls are bad. Yeah. The one-ups are costing just as much as these other ones. Thank you for telling the truth, Gallagher guy. Thank you. It was a brilliant video. It was awesome, and hopefully it leads. It was like a Vuelix. It was like a Vuelix. Promotion video.
It's a mid-2021 moment.
That's
we'll
exactly
get there.
right.
Everybody
will get there eventually, and he just got there a little late. 5 years later. Stringer Films.
Wait, what is he saying here? I got it.
Note to self: MDF and boilers. Potential disaster.
People were saying that in his comments. It's bad actually. Boilers and flooding potential down there. So I don't know if you want to line them up like that down there.
Yeah. I don't know much about boilers and boiler rooms, but
I don't know if you want to hang out in a boiler room. I don't know what's boiling down there. Like,
boiling? We're not starting any fires.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is so funny. He literally says how Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was so bad,
so bad.
So I expect you, Gallagher guy, to go into all those streams, who told you how great it was, and you should buy it. 19K, Kongs R Us, Moat. Mike B. I mean, we can go on and on for all the people who convinced you to buy that thing if you want. go back into their chats and tell them what you said, that it's garbage. Okay.
Well, what sucks is, he saw our stream and he's like, there's those guys again saying those one-up lies.
I don't, yeah.
And
I
here
don't
we
think
are.
this is a lie, Rich Rodello. I believe he puts 20-pound bags at the bottom of his one-ups to keep them sturdy.
You think somewhere in the riser he's throwing something?
I mean, why not?
Sandbags. Yeah.
Why not?
I've heard people are doing all kinds of things, bricks, pavers, all kinds of things in those risers in the bottom of it.
Yes, the wobbling is like, it makes the game a little more difficult and
It's
harder
4D.
to play. Yeah. It's good. It's good. They ain't waterproof. All right. What else do we have to say before we go?
No, I mean, congratulations to Galaga88. It's very, very cool to see him have his amazing moment where he's part of a different club now, where he sees that there are better ways to play these games. I mean, I had my moment. He has his moment. Everyone has their moment. But what's great is he now basically put one up in a coffin. Like he just put the nail in one up yet again. A fanboy coming out and saying, guys, there's nothing here for me. I'm moving on to high school. I'm leaving grade school behind, and that's arcade one up. So
it's like a whole new world. It really is.
Whole new
it's like,
exactly.
Man, my eyes are opened.
Exactly. His eyes are opened.
He's going to Galaga guy will start looking around and he'll be like, oh my God, I don't need that. I don't.
Yeah,
he's got like 3 pinballs. He's like, why do I have 3 of these crappy pinballs?
Yep.
Why wouldn't I just spend my money on something good? Even get the At Games 4K pinball and
call it a day.
OTG it and be done with it.
Sell the other 2.
All the other 3 or whatever.
He's done. Yep. Yeah. And then he gets his boiler room back and he has 4 things in there and he's done.
You have to get over this. Oh, that looks so cool when I line them all up thing. You have to get over that.
He said that in one of his videos. It looks cool. I think it was the Joust, the Midway Deluxe, when he was doing a tour. And I'm like, yep, he got FOMO'd on the way it looks. And he goes, I don't really play it, but it looks nice down here. And I'm like, that you have to get over that. Like Richard Dell says, let that go. Let that go.
You have to get over. Yeah, it looked cool in the beginning.
Yeah.
And you just have to go, you know what? You know what else looks cool? Just 2 or 3 awesome machines that I can play on.
And it's 2 or 3 that you're going to play. He's going to play that Vuelix all day, all night, because it's got everything. He's not going to go, oh, it's burger time now. I got to play an hour burger. He's not going to do that.
Yeah. And this is the thing. You get what you pay for. You know what I mean? Live with that motto. You get what you pay for a lot of times, and when you're paying, $300 or $299 or $50 or $75 for a one-up, okay, then you know what you're getting. You're paying $500 and sometimes you got to pay a little bit more to get a little better things. Okay. Yeah. That's all, guys.
Yeah. And it'll last forever. Wait, look at it. Yes. Yeah, that's what I said. He's touching booby stringer for the first time in it. I love it.
He's like, oh, this is awesome.
One more converted. We got a few more to go, Rexer, and then our job is finished. And we can retire in about.
I do want to say this about the one thing. Here's the other thing that the problem is, guys. This is a big problem. Is the shills out there who have YouTube presence and have some sort of influence on people, they do not want to let you go down this path.
They can't,
because they don't want to lose you from their one-up content. They all know that one-up content is king on YouTube. Okay, not real arcades, not Vuelix, not pinballs. They realize that quickly.
Yeah, they did.
And although all of them have realized for a long time, but they never wanted to tell you that they don't like one-ups. And they tried to on their stream that said, hey, we're changing our views. But then they realized when they change their views, they don't get views. So they went back to covering one-up news and one-up content and doing all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Those guys have left you long ago.
Yeah.
But they don't want you to tell you they've left you because they still want the views and the content. Yes. One-up gets more views. End of story. It's that simple. And don't fall for what these guys are trying to keep alive. It's amazing how bad they're trying to keep it alive and keep you in this knit. Okay. Yeah. Let them keep the random public out there alive, buying more one-ups. But you guys in this chat, you guys who are gamers and want a good experience and a gaming experience and want I'll just say the real thing in quotes, but something better. Yeah. Don't listen to them. Don't believe the hype. Right. Yeah. As
and time has proven.
Don't believe the hype.
Time has proven that statement correct. 4 years has proven that statement correct. Even One Up doesn't care about One Up. It's been 6 months since anybody's heard a breath out of them.
Yeah.
So
they are so scared, Brad, for this One Up world to end. They just they don't know what to do. They don't want it to end, and they're going to drag you along as they possibly can.
They try
before you come to the revelation like Galaga guy and go, why are you guys hyping these things up and telling me to spend thousands and thousands of dollars on these when I can buy one Vuelix and have an awesome machine and be so happy with it and actually want to play it.
Yeah,
that's all it is, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Congratulations, Galaga guy. That's hilarious.
So
that's the thing. Low views and passion, Rexer, over any type of selling out for views. Brad's got it there. I will watch a channel with passion over just watching a video with high views just because they're just talking about anything. You know what I mean? And the passion comes through in these YouTubers, when you watch who's passionate and who's not.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think you gotta pick and choose your cab selection. There's definitely a cab selection, and I think people are getting smarter with that.
Yeah.
Can you I would say if I was Galaga guy, I'd say keep your Pac-Man. Keep your Pac-Man, keep your Star Wars. Maybe your Tron if you really like it.
Yeah, exactly. Unique control cabinets. Everything else goes exactly, except for the ALP for now. Sell the Star Wars pinball. You have two pinballs side by side that do the same thing. One does it better. Get rid of the Star Wars. You don't need it.
Yeah. Yep. You can mix, and be happy with a combination, but get something good. Spend some money, get something good. All right, we're out of here, guys.
All right, guys.
Leave a thumbs up, okay? We'll see you.
See ya.